Hello everybody, new episode from Nomad Entrepreneur, your channel where you can find a lot of helpful information about doing business in Georgia and in many other countries soon. I'm Hussam Afifi and I will be telling you the most important things to know about doing business anywhere in the world. In this episode, I'm going to tell you the 5 questions every entrepreneur or anyone going to do business must ask himself about this question, and he must find the answer about this question before starting any business in general. It's a must for any beginner entrepreneur or anyone wants to do business. So make sure to watch all of the episode and let's begin. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that when I release any new videos you get notified. 6 days ago, I asked my subscribers, what do you want me to talk about? And more than 70% of my subscribers, of this channel subscribers, wanted me to discuss and make videos about business tutorials. So this episode will be the first one, as I told you, in a series of episodes. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the very important information I'm going to talk about. And also, when you subscribe, you will be able to participate in any poll on the channel, so I can provide the content you actually need. If you are interested in doing business in Georgia or to know more about my experience living and doing business in Georgia, make sure to watch the playlist up there. It has all of the necessary information you need to start a successful business in Georgia. And now, let's dive in our topic. Why asking these questions is very important, because it's going to determine whether your business is going to be successful or not. So it's very important for you to answer these questions in detailed answer, and you should think too much about it. You should study these questions and answer them properly before starting any business. You can memorize this question with these 5 letters: W, 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 H. So W, 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 H. 4 W and the last one is H. So what is it exactly? What is this letters for? What, who, where, when, how. The first question is what. What is the product or the service your business model will be about? So what is it? Is it a physical product? Is it a service? Is it a digital product? You should identify your product with all of the aspects related to the product itself, like the design, like the name, like the service. If it's a service, you should identify all of the aspects related to this service, and you should write this down. What is this product will be about? What is it exactly? Let's say, for example, you are going to offer a service. You are going to provide a service. You should ask yourself, what is this service name will be? It's very important because you are going to spend lots of money branding this name, and you should choose this name carefully, because all of your marketing campaign, all of your expenses will be mostly on marketing and branding this name. So you should choose this name carefully. And then you should ask yourself the second question: who? Who here stands for the consumers, your clients or customers? Who are they? You should collect information as much as you can about your customers, and then you will categorize your customers or your clients on different avatars. Like, you should have many avatars, many consumer avatars, many customer avatars for your services or product. So you should identify their knowledge, you should identify their sex, their age, their education level, and you should identify their behaviors, their interests. What are they interested about? How they behave when they see any product or services they like? Are they going to pay for it directly, or they are going to think about it? Which kind of the customers they are? So it is very important to identify your customer avatar. The third W is where. And here where you should do a market research. You should study the market. In which market you are going to offer your services or products. In which market, in which country, how is the economy in this country doing, and what about the competition? How are you going to compete, and how will you win this competition? What is your plan? Is there a need in this place or in this country or in this city for your services or products or not? You should study all of this on the demographic level. So for example, in some countries some services might succeed, and some in other countries they are going to fail because there is no need for these services in that country, so it's not going to succeed. No one needs it. You should study this, especially if you are going to do any business abroad. If you are going to be a nomad entrepreneur, you should study this carefully. You should read about the history of the country. You should know about the demographic. You should know about the society, the politics. You should know all of this before starting any business abroad. The fourth W stands for when. When are you going to release your product or services? When are you going to market it? When are you going to offer it? So the time is very important for attracting lots of customer and people. Let me give you an example. If I'm going to sell a jacket or a coat in the summer, it's a very ridiculous idea. It's going to fail, and my product is going to fail because no one needs a coat or jacket in the summer. But if I did so and my product has a high quality and provide a value to the people, they will buy it in winter, not in summer. It's very important to decide when are you going to release your product or services. When are you going to market them? So you should ask yourself this question: is there a demand for my product or service now in this time or not? And when will be the demand of my product? This is very important question, and its answer should be very clear to you. The last question and the last letter we have in our WWWWH is how. How are you going to manage your product, the process? How are you going to manage it, the company structure or the services structure? How are you going to deliver your services or products? Are you going to use a third party, or are you going to do it yourself through your channels? And how are you going to market your product or services? How are you going to market it properly? Which channels are you going to use? And who will be responsible for this? You should identify all of this because it's very important for the success of your business. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'm sure it was helpful for you, and this information is very important. These questions are very important for everyone who is going to start any business. And let me tell you something: the successful entrepreneur, the successful businessman, he is the one who's able to criticize everything around him. Critical thinking is a must for any successful entrepreneur or businessman in the world. So make sure to use your critical thinking, because it will help you grow your business and even grow your personality and skills. Before you go, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bells that when I release any new videos you get notified. Don't go before subscribing, because you are going to miss a lot of helpful information. In the upcoming days, I'm going to focus on teaching you guys lots of basics about entrepreneurship and business administration. And if you have any question, comment below. I will be happy to answer your question as soon as I can. So comment below and ask me whatever you want. Maybe you will add some value and knowledge to me and to the other audience of this channel. Thank you for watching and see you in next week.